figure out when your artwork is actually finished. I find that a lot of young artists stop with their art before it's actually finished. They've made good progress, they've added, lots of details and shading, but it's still not quite done yet. I'm wearing a hoodie because it's kind of cold and rainy today, but let me take my hoodie off. All right, so let's look at some illustrations drawn by our good old friend and illustrator Garth Williams. So I want you to look at this illustration, and I want you to notice that it's a sketch, one of them is a sketch, and one of them is the finished artwork. They're both in black and white, right? So it's not necessarily color that's going to make something look finished. I want your hair and fur drawings to be black and white, not color. We're just working on thinking about line and value. So let's stop for a minute and discuss what is the difference between the sketch and the finished drawing. So let's review on what you need to do to make your drawing look like a finished drawing as opposed to a sketch. Number one, you need to have a full value range. That does not mean that you need all of the values, but you 100% need to have black, the darkest value, and you need white, and you need one or two medium in the middle values, okay? This is very important for it looking like a finished artwork. Number two, the second thing that I want you to think about is your composition. You might forget what that means. Composition means where the elements are placed, okay? The main thing you need to think about is filling your paper. So it needs to fill your whole paper that you're drawing on. One way to do that is to make sure that you have lines going off the page. Another way to do that is to add details. If you want to create an environment, you can add some more details, and those details should probably go off there should be lines going off the page. And the last thing is you can always enlarge your subject. If you don't want a lot of details and you just want it to be the hairy, furry item, animal/person, then you should make it large and have it fill up the whole space. I'm going to fill up the whole rectangle. See? Now I'm filling up the whole rectangle. Make sure you fill it up. Otherwise, it won't really look finished. You can also do more than one thing. If you've drawn a person like this, right? And you have all this space over here, you should probably draw another person. You could draw a crowd. You could draw a third person behind. They would go like right here, okay? Otherwise, fill it up really big, okay? Fill your rectangle of paper, all right? So now that you know what it takes to have a finished artwork, let's spend some time drawing and work towards that. Okay, now that we've discussed it, let's do another one. Here is another sketch and finished drawing by Garth Williams. What do you think? Look carefully. Excellent. So, when you are looking at your artwork, you may be influenced by just being tired of doing the work. If you are tired of your artwork, take a break, okay? But it doesn't mean that you're finished. And my recommendation is to set a timer and just draw for 10 minutes a day. You will be surprised at how much you get done.